Hey there, Healy World. I know that many of you guys have been talking about the connection between your body and the Healy, and specifically like the progress bar, the circle that's either white or black. Sometimes you're even seeing gray. And I want to give a couple of quick notes on how to assess your hardware to make sure that that's properly functioning, as well as some tips on what will help us to keep conductivity with these microcurrent programs. So let's take a look. I'm going to bring my phone online here, and let's take a look at what that program actually looks like. Okay, so we're going to share the screen. And when we connect to the Healy, we can either use the electrodes, we can either use the um, sticky pads. Those are pretty much the primary ways in which we connect in the US. But there are sometimes some struggles with getting the continuity or the conductivity between the body and the wires and the electrodes that we use to get the microcurrent to cruise through. So as you see on the screen there, I'm running the performance program, and it looks like that bar is white. So that means good conductivity. If I disconnect one of the wires, it'll instantly go to black. You see that means, okay, no conductivity. Some of you guys are getting a lot of the black indicators, and primarily when you're using the wrist bracelets, right? Okay, so I have a little trick. I have this little spritzer. This little spritzer is sea salt and water. And so the first thing I do is I will spritz just a little bit of water on my wrists, rub them together, put my wristband on, and then connect. See, so that kind of gives a mineral connection, right? So salt water is going to give a good conductivity between the skin and the pad. And then, of course, when I connect up, I'm going to get a good signal. Connect here, and you'll see it go instantly to white. All right, and I've got the percentage way down at 15%. Let's see how far down I can go, even down to 5%, and still get conduction through me and through the hardware. And some frequencies are going to be a little easier for that conduction to happen than others. So typically the lower frequencies, under 500 hertz is going to take a little more power. Sometimes the higher frequencies above that are going to have a little easier time. So find a sweet spot in which that you don't want to be really feeling this jolting sensation. You don't need to feel that. Just get to a point where you do feel it and then back it off one. So I'll typically bump it up until I can start feeling some of the sensations within my body here, and I'll back it way down, right, so that it's comfortable. So let's get into some of that workarounds, maybe some biohacks on how I can improve conductivity. One was, you saw the salt water I used. Two, there are conductive gels that are available. And then three, there's another one you can take and moisten a cotton ball. You just dip a cotton ball in a little bit of water, squeeze it out, and then put it between the wristband and your skin. Just tuck it right in there. Put one on each side, tuck them in there, and then that's going to give an added conductivity or moisture that's going to be within the cotton ball. Okay, so that's going to help out quite a bit. If still you're having issues, so you just can't get the thing, it's always black, right? You've got everything connected, still showing black, and you don't know why. So let's take a look at how to test the system to find out, do I have something faulty in the wires? Do I have something faulty within the connection where it plugs into the Healy? Because we want to make sure that those wires are plugged all the way in. All right. I use I hold on to the larger, thicker area of the wire, not from the wire itself, because it's a little bit flimsy trying to plug that in. Right. So we hold on to the solid section of the wire, plug it all the way in, make sure that those are connected correctly. All right. So the next step is that as I inspect the wires themselves, take a look at the socket or the connection for the snap. Is there some debris in there? Is there something that looks like it's defective? Is it, in some fashion disfigured. So just do a quick inspection, make sure those are in good shape. The next step is to take your sticky pads and plug your wires onto the sticky pads, and then grab your everyday butter knife, okay, and stick the pads to the butter knife, okay, that you stick a pad on each side of the butter knife, not to each other, but on each side of the butter knife, plug it in, and now suddenly you're going to see a white indicator, because essentially the butter knife being metal, it's very conductive. And now all of a sudden we have a very conductive signal. So it's going to always be white. Can you touch the sticky pads together? You can, but they're sticky and they're probably not going to come apart very well, or they're going to damage the sticky pad if you do that. So that's a quick little mechanical hack just to test the wires, test the plugins within the Healy itself, and make sure that there's not something defective with the hardware. If you're still getting a black indicator, most likely what's going on is the fact that that perhaps you are dehydrated, right? That your signal it is not, the signal of the Healy is not going through your body. So what do you do about that? Well, dehydrated would indicate a solution of being hydrated. So your normal hydration for anybody is half your body weight in ounces of water every day. That's a good, proper hydration equation. You can also add electrolytes. I highly recommend electrolytes in your life. If you're not getting them from your foods, then to look for a good electrolyte additive supplement, something that'll help you. And make sure you have a good supply. So basically taking care of your body is going to be the next workaround. If you still have done all of this, so you tested the hardware, you're seeing that it's not the hardware, you've got the cotton balls, you've used conductive gel, you've done everything you possibly can, and you're still not getting any conduction within yourself. The last thing I want to put on the table, and I'm not saying that this is you, but just research this. If we are feeling resistant in our life, it doesn't matter if it's emotional or if we're resisting certain things within our lives. The energy of resistance, when we are doubting ourselves, we're doubting our worlds, we're in chaos, disorder, and fear, then there's going to be a biological influence. There's going to be some kind of an outcome within the body. And that can contribute to whether or not you're getting a flow within your body. Because not only will the microcurrents or Healy have a struggle with that, but so will the things within your life, whether it's your nutrition, whether it's your relationships, your health, all kinds of things will tend to have a struggle when we're in a state of disorder mentally and emotionally through our connection to fear and drama, disorder, chaos, whatever it is. Find time in your day which you can heart center yourself, find a good regimen of a breathing exercise and a good, I like meditation or even prayer practice will help realign you within that state of harmony. So hopefully this was helpful. You guys enjoy. If you have any other connection issues, again, run back through this, give it a test drive, and I bet you'll solve the issue. So thanks for joining. Ciao for now.